Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to fellow friends and my lecturer Dr. Anwar. My name is Asmaa WAHIDA binti AHMAD Rusli, matric number 1181676 from TQC7. Today, I will present my research proposal to fulfill the subject of QUP3012 research methodology for this semester. So, as you can see in the slide, there are 5 elements that I will explain further in this video presentation. So, let's move to the first element. The first element in this video is research topic. My research title is Student Awareness on the Quality and Authenticity of Islamic Material Specific for ULUM HADITH on the Internet among FPQS students. The second element in this video is research gap. There are 2 gaps in this proposal based on the reading from the previous literature. The first one is lack of research on the factor that influence awareness among Muslim students on the quality and authenticity of Islamic materials specific for hadith on the internet. That means there are several studies discussed about the hadith on the internet and awareness among the society, but the study on the factor that influence awareness among Muslim students among higher education level on the quality and authenticity of hadith on the internet has not been discussed yet. The second one is the language proficiency, particularly in Arabic language. Misbahul Haq 2019 state that the original conceptual of hadith come from the Prophet and the companion to us to the Muslim scholars in Arabic language. So let's continue to the element 3, which is problem statement. In this research proposal, I found 2 problem statements. The first one is students' lack of awareness about the quality on the information on the internet will produce adverse effect. This statement proved by Ismail Abdullah and Saada Khair 2013 in their research found that students in higher education tendency to replicate the knowledge that accessible on the internet to accomplish their assignment, their tasks, and so on. That means sometimes students taking the information directly from the internet without checking that the narrator is the right person or not. The second one is the lack of language proficiency, mainly in Arabic language, affect the seeking information on the hadith from the reliable interest sources. This statement also proved by Muhammad Rafian 2019. This research defined that students become less exposed to interacting with Arabic language because of the unsupportive environment and atmosphere around them. Every research for academic purposes have their own objective. So for my research proposal, the objectives are: the first one, to identify the issues on the quality and the authenticity of Islamic materials derived from internet by the FPQS students. The second one is to study the awareness of FPQS students on the quality and the authenticity of the Islamic materials derived from internet. And the last objective, to analyze the factors that influence awareness on the quality and authenticity of hadith on the internet. Next, we move to the research question. There also have 3 research questions based on the research objective. The first one is, what are the issues of the quality and the authenticity of the Islamic materials derived from internet by FPQS students? The second one is, how to study the awareness of FPQS students on the quality and authenticity of Islamic materials derived from internet. And the lastly is, what are the factors that influence awareness on the quality and authenticity of hadith on the internet. Last element in this video is about methodology. I choose quantitative research design for this proposal for this research because this is suitable to my research title, which is about to measure the awareness among FPQS students on the quality and authenticity of Islamic materials specific for hadith on the internet. The population required in this research is 340 students from Faculty of Quranic and Sunnah Studies at USIM Nilai. For the sample and sampling, this involved third year student from T program, which is the students from Bachelor of Quranic and Sunnah Studies, Bachelor of Quran with Multimedia, and students from Bachelor of Sunnah with Information Management. For the sample size, according to the Kirchi and Morgan table, for the population 340 students, that should at least I must to reach 181 students as a sample size in this research. So let's move to the method of data collection. This research used online survey to collect the data. There are five steps to ensure the data collection process is functioning properly. The first one is identify the problems and the significance of the data collection. Number two, the selection of sources, which is the targeted respondent, are clear. The third, identify the strategy in collecting the data. Fourth, the preparation of authorization and permission letter that necessary to support the document. And the last step is, as a researcher, we must to make a contact with the respondent who are answering our questionnaire. The instrument used for the research is questionnaire. The questionnaire is divided into three parts. The first part is the demographic information, contains the respondent age and the program course they are in. The second section is about the usage of internet and the hadith. This section was determined the experience in seeking information on the internet. And the last section is to address the factor that influence students' awareness in higher education level, particularly in accessing the Islamic material on hadith. For the data analysis, I choose to use statistical analysis. It is because the data was collected in numerical form. The tools of analysis I use is statistical package for the social sciences, or well known as FPQS'S. It is easy to me to analyze and collect the data by using this tool. I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching my video presentation. Stay safe and stay healthy.